Welcome back everyone. I can't play Tarkov now for some reason. It just starts loading me into a raid and throws me right back to the main menu, so I guess it's time I finish this video instead. I actually need your help with this one. I want to hear what you guys think about this situation I encountered the other day in a raid, so please watch the events carefully and make your own judgment of it at the end. I was having a bad streak of raids recently, so I decided to take it slow this time. Right after spawning in on customs, I know there are a lot of PMC spawns nearby, so I expect someone to run along the wall. There are plenty of people trying to avoid the main choke points on the map or are after hidden caches, and sure enough, someone shows up a few seconds later. I pepper him, but nothing too serious, and I wanna make it out of this raid alive, so I take my losses and run away like the coward that I am. My sprint will cancel itself a couple of times throughout the video, but don't worry about it, it was just a contact problem with my keyboard. After some running, I decide I have to embrace my inner ratness and see if he'll follow me. I hide in a bush, he throws some grenades to my previous location, then that's about it. I spot someone else in the bushes but don't want to take the shot as I don't want to be stuck between two PMCs this early in the raid. He doesn't seem to notice me and leaves. A little bit later, I hear movement coming from the direction of the train tracks. I pepper this PMC as well, but looks like I'm out of luck again. After a few more self-cancelling sprints, I make camp between another set of bushes. Another sound cue comes from behind the wall. Turns out to be a scav and I wait for him to get closer so I can take him out with ease. Grenade goes off, time to fall back again. I find my new home in yet another new set of bushes and stay quiet for a while. After about 30 seconds, I hear someone sprinting behind the walls heading straight towards me. I turn my camera slowly so I don't make noise accidentally by brushing my gear against the leaves too quickly. At this point I still haven't made any noise for almost a minute now. I don't know if the person on the other side is a scav or a PMC, but their lack of talk makes me believe they are a PMC. After about 30 seconds of both of us not doing anything, he starts moving and I anticipate him to go around the wall. But instead, this happens. You can probably guess what I was thinking, but I'm sure as hell not going to make a move against someone like him. A few more seconds pass and he shoots the wall again, which attracts a nearby scav. I started moving away from him to deal with the scav first. Once he's dead, I make a run for it, but hear the other person move as well. I'm thinking, that's it, I'm dead, but decide to move anyway. I loot the scav for some XP in case I made it out alive and turn around to face my fears. The only thing I find is another scav out in the open and I take him out quickly. At this point I'm pretty sure whoever was behind the wall has already left, otherwise I'd be dead. I decide to extract while I can and start moving towards the river through the woods. I spot another PMC in the distance but decide it's better if I didn't chase them. I slowly move towards the bank and check if the smuggler's boat extract is up, which I needed for a daily. Of course it wasn't active, so I decided to head towards the Ruaf roadblock instead. I spot someone on the bridge, turns out to be a scav again. I miss a few shots, but I take him out. The rest of the raid is just me heading for the extract basically and making it out alive. So what do you guys think has happened near the bus terminal wall? Could that be a scav trying to get me through the wall, or according to Occam's razor, it was what I think it was? Write your answers in the comments below, as I'm curious to read what you all think about this. Thanks for watching this video, like it if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss out on future content. I wish you all bountiful raids once the servers are working again, and I see you all next time.